Hey YouTube, welcome to the Mika Man channel. This is going to be my first unboxing video. If you like it, hit the like button. If you don't, hit the dislike button and tell me why. Today we're going to unbox the Valiant. This is has a really good price point of $199.99. I picked it up with my hard-earned dollars at my local hobby center. Shout out to them, Danbury Hobby Center. And without further ado, let's get right to it. Alright, so let's see what we got in here. Hopefully it's something good. I know it's good. Oh, nice. Very nice. Let's throw this out of the way. Alright, first impressions, very well packed. As all the Horizon stuff is. Manual in the back, we all know that if you're a Horizon fan. Here we go, let's get right to it. Cut this open, see what we got. Right off the bat, we got our fuselage wrapped in foam, nice touch. Really smooth, very smooth. Nice high quality foam. Prop, spinner. Got a battery hatch, that's nice. Bind plug goes here. Very nice. Got your two servos in here. AS3X, AR636A Spectrum, great receiver. This is the bind and fly version. Why would you want anything else? Alright, let's see what else we got. You got your carbon fiber wing tubes. Nice, very nice. Got your wings packed in foam again. Black stripes on the bottom. Very nice, very nice. Looks good. Got your ailerons, you got your flaps. Reinforced taped hinges, very nice. Vertical. Tail wheel. Bolts right on, looks like. No glue necessary. Horizontal stabilizer, matching black stripes, very cool. Now this is one of the things I love. Sturdy aluminum landing gear. It's not going to fold up and bend up and twist. Got the wheel pants. Very nice. Nice foam wheels. Looks like you got some pretty good ground clearance for those of you guys on grass runways. We'll have to see how that works out. Ah, a beautiful added extra. Somewhere in the shop here, we'll show you one of these days. I love float planes. They already give you the wires to mount them. That's a really cool add-on. You got this little bit here. This goes to join the two wing halves together so you can transport it in your Honda like I have. Get it to the field. you got your parts bag. Bind plug, wing screws, mounting screws. Very nice. Let's cut the manual out. Somewhere here, have a cutter. Alright, so here we go. Got the landing gear, we got our fuse, got the instruction book. Really great instruction book, lots of pictures. I don't like to read. I go by the pictures. I don't know, that's up to you. So let's throw in the gear. You open up the cover, pull the cover off. You might have to move the bind plug over a bit. Gear drops right in. There's some slots in there already. Drops right in. Got your parts bags here. 4 screws. Throw these in. Have to see how it goes when you put the floats on, if you have to take these off or not. I don't know. I've got my float kit on order. When that comes in, when the weather gets a little better. I'm up in the Northeast, and we're just before Super Bowl Sunday here. Go Pats. Gotta represent the Pats when you live in the Northeast. But it's cold out. Try to get in a flying video tomorrow, Super Bowl Sunday, but the weather's not looking good. There you have it. 4 screws, gears in, covers on, moving on. Alright, moving on. Tail installation. So far this thing's been a breeze to put together. Vertical, horizontal. Picture says go like this. Let's give it a shot. That pops right in there, nice. And then this is supposed to pop right into here. Let's see what we can do here. Tricky to line up, but we'll get it. Alright, try this again. There it goes. A little friendly persuasion, drops right in. The next thing, the last part of this build really is to bind up your radio and put on the wing. Got some carbon fiber tubes. Those will slide right into the holes. Makes it really great for transporting this plane. That's one of the things I love about this plane, is they really made it for easily to be transported to the field. Got a small little car. Make sure you don't pinch your wires when you put it together. Just give them a little bend. That's it. Lines up nice. Then you've got this little plastic bit that goes in here. And that goes on there. We've got our bag of screws. Simple. One thing I did notice, and you're going to have to take a look at this, and you're probably going to have to bind it up to know which ones are which. They don't clearly have these marked, aileron or flap. They're not marked at all, so you're going to have to bind up your radio. And they're also not marked in here, although it does, if you look carefully in the picture, or if you know how receivers are numbered, 1 to turn, 2 to burn, that's for cars. In here, you'll notice channel 2, aileron, channel 6, that's going to be for your flaps. They're both on a Y, doesn't matter which one goes left or right. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and mark them, because one too many beers the night before you go flying, you may or may not remember which one is which, and that could lead for a bad day. So what I'm going to do is label these up and mark them. Just going to put a big old FL for flaps. Yeah, well, that was a dumb move. I just peeled off the paint. Oh well. Guess we got our first scratch in there. Alright. FL for flaps. Put a nice AL for ailerons. There you have it. AL, FL. Now you've got those labeled. I'm going to get my radio ready and we'll bind it up and see what happens. Alright, here we go. Wrapping it up. While you guys were off making a sandwich, I was getting ready to finish this baby up. Now before I bind it, since we got to go through and figure out which one is the flaps, which one is the aileron, even if we didn't have to do that, before I bind anything, prop off. I only got 10 fingers to start with. I like them all. I'm going to go ahead and remove the prop. It's not worth it. Anything could happen at any time. Easier just to pull it off. Now since I've already loosened it, I'm just going to go ahead and use these pliers. Normally I'd get the right wrench, but I already threw it back out in the garage. Pull this off, pull the prop off, and then we're ready to go. Alright, so the bind plug for this is underneath the battery cover. Let's go ahead and pull that out. Bind plug comes in your parts bag. Put it right inside here. It's labeled bind. That's nice of them to label that for you. We're going to go ahead and plug this in. We're ready to go using my E-flite 3S 3200. So I've gone ahead and looked in here. I'm going to be binding it to my DX9. I love this radio. This is the black edition. For just your average sport flyer like I am, or even better than that. I mean, this is really for anybody. I love it. Works good for me. Let's bind it up. So before you turn on the radio, I'm going to plug the battery in, and I'm just going to leave it loose over here. You got your beeps. You look inside, you see the orange light flashing. Hold the bind button, flip it on. Let's see if we can get it to bind. Bind complete. We're ready to rock and roll. We'll go ahead and unplug everything. Pull the bind plug. And we'll go ahead and wrap up this video by saying I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to go ahead and label up those last few wires. I'm just going to go ahead and plug them in, label them up just like I did these other ones. And there's a few programming steps in here in your radio. For the DX9, you've got to set up the flaps, and that's about it really. And then you're good to go. Hopefully I'll get in a flight tomorrow or as soon as the weather clears up. Thanks for watching the Mika Man channel. This is our first review, our first unboxing. You can call it a review, you can call it an unboxing. It's a little bit of both, I guess. We'll see you next time as soon as I buy something else.